Most interesting, most memorable dream I've ever had was I was actually Spider-Man, and I was flying from building to building, and I thought it was actually kind of cool. So I would say that is certainly one of the dreams that I have had. I haven't dreamed a dream like that in a while, but I thought that was pretty cool. I hope I have a much better way with ladies than Peter did. I hope so, but I mean, I don't know, you may have to look extensively at my track record. But in similar ways, I am that kind of, geeky, and I kind of revel in that. I don't mind being, the nerd or someone who actually likes studying. I mean, that's who I am. So I like that part of myself, yeah. So the way that we're trying to help people in the lab is we're working on rats first, and if it works in rats, then we think it may be able to help humans. And what we're doing is we're focusing on spinal cord injuries, and we're also focusing on spinal cord tumors. And we're looking at two ways to be able to help people, or to help the rats first. The first is stem cells, and stem cells are cells that are able to become different cells in the body. So if there's a stem cell for the heart, we call it a heart stem cell. If there's a stem cell for the liver, we call it a liver stem cell. And the thinking is that through massaging the stem cells, giving it different types of food, if you will, we can help it to become more liver cells and then eventually into a full liver. Because we're looking at spinal cord injury, we are using stem cells from the brain and from the spinal cord to be able to help the rats. In addition to that, we're also looking at tumors of the spinal cord. And something that is very, very difficult for people who have spinal cord tumors is that it tends to grow very quickly, and sometimes they are inoperable. And inoperable just means that it cannot be operated on. And what we're doing is we're hoping to be able to look at we're looking at spinal cord tumors in rats to be able to help humans in the future. And in doing that, we're looking at different types of drugs to be able to make the tumors smaller and to eventually kill the tumors. So this part of the lab, I would have to say, just watch out for this area. This is actually, we're dealing with carcinogenic materials over here, so you have to be very careful with that. Sometimes I think it's easier to work with rats than humans. At least the rats don't talk back to you, although they might try to bite. Unfortunately, so do some humans, but that's another story entirely. But I would have to say that I do approach the work that I do with the rats as a very serious work. And I don't look at it as, hey, I get to be able to kill a rat today. It really is a respect for life in all forms. And even though these rats are being used in experiments, in really hundreds and even thousands of rats are being used, not necessarily by me personally, but by researchers here at the institution, I would say that there is a respect for life, and understanding that by the sacrifices that are being made by these animals, it is helping humans. And I know that when it comes to animal experimentation, some people have objections to it, but it really is helping out a lot of people. And I think when we think about the kids that are diagnosed with tumors, or you think about the children that are diagnosed with epilepsy, or you think about humans, grandparents that are having problems with Alzheimer's or Parkinson's, these are the people that I have in mind when I am sacrificing a rat. So I do take it seriously. I'm really appreciative of the honor to be able to work with the animals to be able to help humans in the future. I have to be truthful, and the thing is that I'm not a really important guy, I'm not a special guy, I'm not a extraordinary guy. I really would say that I am a normal person, and that I've really been afforded such great opportunities really by God's grace. So I would have to say that it is certainly through Christ Jesus that I've been able to do all that I've been able to do. My name is William Pennant, and I am a superhero.